Hey, bitches. Welcome to another episode of Hey Bitch. And I just want to introduce my bitches to the other bitches.
Hi, I am bitch Nikki Limo.
Oh, I'm Bose. Oh, big bitch Bose.
Hey,
Nice. I'm bitch Tiff.
I'm the littlest bitch because I'm not really a bitch, but I'm really a big bitch.
You're so tiny.
I
so
am.
small.
My name's Gio, bitch.
My name's Gio.
Yeah.
I'm a bitch.
Yeah. Ooh. Wow. Someone's really getting off on
I don't
that.
know.
It feels so weird to do this episode right now because I normally wear headphones, but
yeah.
I can't hear like your beautiful, deep, luscious voices right now. So I just want to point it out because I know the comments already are going to.
Oh yeah, by the way, all the people in the comments of our
Yeah.
YouTube that are like, why doesn't Nikki wear headphones? It's because, not because I'm too cool for headphones, but because if I hear my voice in my own ears, I forget what I'm talking about because I get
thought-
so thrown off.
I thought it was just because of that good ass hair. Look at that hair.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
That hair is really good.
That hair is
I do
really
have a
good.
hair care tutorial on my YouTube channel. You should check it out.
Oh, plug.
Oh, what's the
She's
name
on
of
it.
your YouTube channel?
It's youtube.com/Nikki Limo.
Yeah.
No big deal.
And mine is just because I got a bunch of piercings on my ear and it fucking hurts. But that's neither here nor there. But I do want to talk about nudes today.
Yeah.
Oh.
This was requested a lot by Bose.
Yeah.
by Bose in the
Those
comments.
in our
Hell
group
yeah.
chat.
I had okay. You guys know, and this was like a few months or weeks back that there was this whole controversy where like Bella Thorne had leaked her own nudes,
Yeah.
and Whoopi
it's
Goldberg had
confirmed?
something to say. What?
That she leaked it?
She did it, guys. If you guys didn't
did it
hear,
on her Twitter.
Yeah, if you didn't hear the backstory, basically some hackers threatened to leak her nudes, and she in turn, as a bit of a power move, decided to
Oh.
leak her own nudes. However,
remember.
I will say this exact thing happened from a Twitch streamer named Shapurka or something 2 months prior. She did it first, Bella. You copied her.
Oh,
There you
But-
go.
shots fired.
But I mean, the thing is
And
that
then
like,
Whoopi called her out, you said?
yeah, Whoopi like called her out and was like, "What is my morning voice today? I don't know what this is. I feel like I sound like a stoner." But
Welcome to the club. Everyone thinks I'm a stoner and I don't smoke. Continue.
I don't smoke.
Fuck you, Bose.
Get after her.
But yeah, so Whoopi called her out and was like, basically she said, if you're a celebrity, you shouldn't be taking nudes. And there was a lot of controversy about that. So I wanted to pick
What's your
y'all's
opinion?
brains. Yeah,
I want to hear your opinion.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we should like start down the line. 'Cause
Yeah.
I want to know what y'all's opinion.
Okay. Well, how about we do this? Who, and I'm going to follow Nikki's bullet points because right now
I'm such a nerd.
I like to just go with the flow, but Nikki's really cute and super organized. So she has bullet
I go with
points.
the flow, Gio.
Yeah, you go with the flow in a very organized fashion.
Flow of the bullet points.
So
Yeah.
I like when we bring up a topic and then we
Yeah.
like flow with that. And
Okay,
then we
let's
move
flow with
on.
that.
Okay,
Okay,
so
what's your first bullet
So
point?
my first bullet point is: have any of you ever given your nudes out to anybody? Sent nudes to someone?
Always, every single fucking time, always,
Really?
forever. I love it.
Because I never have. So like, tell me about that.
Never
Like,
have
what made
either.
you bold
Or
enough?
wait, let's hear.
Wait,
who has
I
and
want to
who
see like
hasn't.
who's
Yeah.
for and against.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
for.
Nikki, are you for?
Okay, so I'm mixed. So I
You
am
are mixed.
because I am mixed in every way. So I have never sent nudes out. I will never send nudes out. I'm so paranoid about anything getting hacked or leaked or whatever. If I choose
smart.
to do a movie where like I choose to do nudity, that's different than somebody finding my nude photos that were intended
it's like
for
an
my
invasion
husband.
of privacy, and you just feel like, damn, that was for me.
Yeah, exactly. However, I don't judge anybody who does do it, and I think they have full rights to do that, and they shouldn't be worried about people.
So you're against Whoopi calling out Bella?
Yeah, but we'll get there.
Oh, we'll get it.
we'll get there.
What about
get
you,
there,
Bose?
Gia.
Don't leave me hanging, Bose. We're always together, dude. Don't leave me. I'm gonna be the only
Pressure
one.
her.
I don't take nude photos. I do not distribute nude photos. of
Hell yeah,
myself.
Bose. Up top. You're not together anymore.
Yeah, I don't do it.
I'll hold it down for my bitches.
I'm pretty strong about this, but I we'll get there.
Strong in that you also don't believe other people should either, because she's more on the like
Oh, yeah,
flexible.
is that
Yeah,
your opinion
you
is
know?
too.
I
You're judging me.
Ooh, we're gonna get into it. I'm so excited.
this is why I wanted to argue with y'all.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of my Christian guilt and some of my experiences. I'll get there.
Oh,
Okay.
Then how do we get there? Like, I want to get there now.
Okay,
I wanna
we
know-
gotta wait
I
for Tiff,
wanna know
okay?
if Tiff
Tiff
I
is
wanna-
gonna say what she does, and then we'll get there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I've never distributed actual nude photos.
Oh.
Distributed, like you print it, you go to fucking FedEx and like.
No, like
Tiff's on the
I
side
was
of the
using Bose's
street.
words, like literally texting it to someone or emailing back in the day. No, I
Email.
never did that.
Aim.
Yeah, never. I never.
Dude,
ever
were people
sent it.
sending nudes over AIM?
I
yeah.
never did.
Yeah.
Oh,
I never did that.
Oh shit.
I did so ass photos. Does that count as nudes?
Yes.
No, because it's just one part. Butts are okay. They don't even censor them on TV.
Well, okay.
Nikki, are you really against nudes?
I told you I'm very neutral, Bose. Okay, so I personally feel like my butt has been motherfucking everywhere on the internet because it used to be in thumbnails, like short shorts, short like booty things, and so I'm like, fuck, a butt's a butt. Like everyone's showing their butt. Like a
So you're showing your butt with no underwear.
with a thong. No, no, not plain, not plain. So with
okay.
it's with a
So
thong.
you-
So
I
it's
guess that's
like,
enough.
You did a little, and then
wouldn't
you were
consider
like,
that
"We'll
nude.
just give it all away."
yeah, I mean it's on the internet. Like it's there. I did a Playboy shoot, not nude, but it was like when Playboy actually went to different YouTubers and like we did our own like Playboy shoot based on our personalities. And so I was like a cat lady but sexy. And then like yeah, my butt.
I remember. I saw those.
Is
I was
there?
like,
Oh, I wish I
damn,
would've seen
Nikki.
those.
Hot.
But like you go on the beach and people are wearing less than that. So that to me that's not nude. To me full frontal is nude.
Yeah.
That's
and that's
my
what I'm talking about because I have
definition.
done like sexier kind of things. Where
give me
I'm,
give me
like-
some
Where I'm
examples.
just like lowering my shirt a little.
oh, I like that.
Or like I'll be in some lingerie and I'll take photos of that.
Lingerie. What does that
yeah.
look like though? Because lingerie can also be very like cute
Nipply?
and covered up. Yeah.
Nipply?
No, mine.
You can see nipples through lingerie.
No, the ones I had, it wasn't like see through.
I feel like you can see nipples through my shirt now.
Nah.
Hey, everyone, go to YouTube and look.
Everyone mess
Leave
with
a-
the
leave a comment.
exposure. Mess with the exposure.
But yeah, so I would take those like sexier photos, but not actually like just showing nipple or showing anything like spread open or nothing.
Anything I would do.
Nude. I
Yeah,
guess.
Gio, please tell us like what you said.
All of it. Everything.
Wow.
Name it. I'm like, give me requests.
Yeah.
But this is only with like,
It's like
Absolutely.
TRL.
yeah.
Like total request live. what part you want?
Literally,
This is
dude.
top 10.
Yeah, like
want
I
here?
would poll. I'm like, what do you want? Like, let's
TRN.
get a poll here.
Total request
No, but it was
nudes, yeah.
these were only with guys that I was like having a serious relationship with. So with
Oh, okay.
anyone I was
Yeah.
dating, maybe I did that like once or twice. 'Cause
I
I'm
think-
like, I'm gonna show you what I got under here.
Oh.
But it was the underwear thing. It wasn't like completely nude.
So
Yeah.
for me, I never sent them, but I did do
What?
like, a nude shoot
For your own
once.
self?
No. Once with a guy that I was with, and so he actually did take photos of me, and that was the only time ever. And till this day, I'm just like, oh God, I hope.
Who
he
has those
deleted-
photos? Oh, he has
He
them.
has them.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's
I know.
fine.
So I'm
You're
like,
okay.
you know what? But you know what? Technically, though, I was underage. So that's
Wow.
child
This is
porn.
scandalous.
This is.
You're like mysterious and like kind of like hee, I don't play, and then you're
Damn, that's really
scandalous.
sexy. That's really sexy.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. Like he told me he deleted them. So
They never do.
No,
I
they
highly
never
doubt
do.
Just
it.
know that they're still there.
I know. I know.
I think before we get into like everything, I think it's a general disclaimer we probably all want to throw out there. Like we're also not like if like Snapchat or anything is your artistry, if you run an OnlyFans or something, I don't think it's in the same category for this. This is more just like girls, like in our personal experience, like us, like sending out to like a significant other.
You're
or
saying if you're
somebody
getting
we're dating.
paid, then that's your thing.
Get
and-
your coin, girl. Get your
Yeah.
coin.
We're also
but-
not yucking anyone's yum, okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're just sharing our own personal experience.
But Gio, I want to know, like,
Yeah, what do you wanna know?
How
Ask
many
me.
guys out there have your nudes?
True.
And where can we find them?
Let me see.
be contact
So I've had, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, like less than 5 guys. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
They were all
And-
boyfriends.
Wait, I'm so
And one guy
curious
that I-
because you're the only one here that has sent them.
Yeah.
What does it do for you? Does it give you kind of a thrill? Like,
Yes.
oh, yeah. Okay.
So one of my turn on triggers, if you will, I got that from Shannon's Game
yeah.
of Desire book.
Shannon Boudrin.
Yeah, there you go. Mine is being desired. So as soon as I know someone
Oh.
is designed, like someone's like straight up like I want you, like you're the fucking hottest
Physically.
ever, then that for me is like the number one turn on trigger for me. So I think I would put that out there because I'm like I want you to want this.
Yeah.
And tell me how much you want this. So like that's what it just gave me a thrill and a rush.
And especially when they're not there with you.
Yes.
Oh.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and
I
then
totally relate to that.
I get that.
Yeah.
Me.
That's why I wanted to know.
That's the reason why I never sent them everything though, because I'm like, now you got to come and get it. You're not
You
getting
gotta
it
work
all.
for this.
Shit.
I think for
love
me,
that.
because I was just under house arrest with my parents, they couldn't ever get it. So I was like, damn, I got to get my thrill on because I have a 10 o'clock curfew at 25.
It's always the girls that have the most rules put on them that
Yes.
go crazy.
Yeah.
True.
Don't put rules on your daughters, guys.
I know. What else do you want to know?
I want to know how the guys reacted. Did they send nudes back to you? Do you have
They
their
would,
nudes?
but I didn't want them.
You didn't want them.
Yeah, you don't
want
want
them to
you're just like,
desire
just
you.
look at me.
Yeah, I'm like, here, just give me the compliments, like tell me how fucking gorgeous and a goddess or whatever I am.
Yeah.
And then I would be like, are you gonna jack off to this? And they're like, fuck yeah. I'm like, even that, just that
It
idea.
turns you on knowing that they're jacking off
Yeah,
your picture.
But
absolutely.
then wouldn't it turn you on like if they sent you a photo of their hard dick looking at you? Because then that's the
it
result.
depends. Yeah, it depends. I think I would rather see a video at that point.
Yeah.
What happened, both?
Yeah. What else?
You almost choked on that air, girl.
I don't know. You were just like, you just jumped straight to the video. And I'm like, I've received videos before and I never wanted them.
No, I didn't want them either.
Have you guys ever FaceTime
Never.
with your dude?
So, Tiff, it sounds like you do like nudes from guys then. Like, or you
no, no,
would.
no.
It does
Do
sound
you
like
like
it.
Yeah.
nudes from guys?
No.
Oh my God, we need to talk about guy nudes too.
No,
That's
yes, I do not like them. No, but if it's
Even if
my
it's
guy-
someone that you love?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. So like if I'm sexting Casey, which I don't send him nudes. So I'm like, all right, well, I mean, we use words. We don't use photos. But
Yeah.
if he would send me something, I would receive it. I'd be like, cool, that's dope. You got that hard dick because of me.
Yeah. I like that. That's funny.
Good dude, imagine sending a girl like a picture, like a video of you like jacking off, and she texts back, "Cool, that's dope. Cool, that's dope. You got hard because of me."
No, I would keep going. I'd be like, oh, how else can I make you harder?
I'm sure she didn't say cool.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's like, God damn, baby.
Very, very
Yep.
cool. What
It's-
can I do to make you
yeah.
ejaculate?
No, because then that's when I go to like, hey, how about we FaceTime now and we get to just see each other do
Oh
this
shit!
Damn, Dwarf.
Oh my God!
And
That's what I'm down to do. Not to actually send them and then they actually have this in their possession. That for me,
But they
can
that's where I
screen
draw the line.
record. It's like
They
you don't
can-
have record.
They could totally do that, but
It's just for
then
your
they
own mental.
It's for me, yeah.
Oh, I
They have
see.
ownership of it then, you know,
Exactly.
and it's like, that's mine.
Yeah.
I get to keep ownership of it.
Exactly.
So Bose, has anyone ever requested nudes from you and you just straight up were like, no,
Fuck
and
yeah,
this is
they
why?
have. She's hot as fuck.
Well, yeah, but
All right,
Hey,
Geo,
are you
hard
Bose?
body Quan.
God damn it.
Just so y'all know, we started
She
going.
picks on me a
we
lot.
started going to the spas,
How
and in
hot
the
you
spas,
are.
you have
Yeah.
to get like totally naked. And I had one point where I was like in the showers, I was having a nice time. I happened to look behind me, Geo, whatever you're thinking she looked like, yes, just whatever. I'm pretty sure she was like pouring a thing of water on her with like.
I love that's how you saw me.
And
That's
I was
how you
like,
saw me, but I'm literally with my leg up, like probably scrubbing like
No, that was me.
like a monkey.
That was me. I went and shaved down there, and you're like, "Oh, you're really going for it." I was like, "Yep."
Sorry, but me, I'm actually with you on the butt pictures.
Okay, hell yeah, I converted.
I'm not,
And
but
I'm happy because you have a beautiful, bubbly.
Yeah, you should.
thank you. I
Show
do.
it off. God gave you that butt to share it with the world.
share with the world. For me personally, and I think some people will relate to it, my lack of my not wanting to send nudes is from Christian guilt. Once it's there forever. Like you're fucked.
I disagree. I was raised Catholic, but go on.
Did
Yeah.
you go to a church where they would lock the doors if people didn't pay enough tithes?
No,
Damn.
but I think
Yeah.
I think you either go one way or the other, where you're like, oh, I have too much guilt, like I need to stay good girl, or you're like, fuck that, I hate being held down by the man, and then you go and like rebel against it.
It's kind of in the back of my head, but for one of two reasons. When I was like 15 or 16, I was dating an older guy, and we took some photos together, and my mother found them.
Oh my God.
And she found
This
them
is the
when I was
reason
like
why.
15, and I have never felt so much shame.
Wait, what were the
in my
photos?
life.
Yeah, what were the photos?
I don't remember. I think it
You
was.
don't remember?
I
blocked it out of
was
your
Your
mind.
guilt doesn't remember this photo.
This was like 12 years ago. So like
That's not that long.
And it was taken with an actual like camera.
Like 12 years ago, that's 2007.
Yeah,
I remember
they
it
were
clearly.
like-
Okay, can I
Yeah,
guess what it is?
they-
Because maybe her guilt is because they were really crazy.
Like, blocked it out?
No, they weren't like
Damn.
She did that whole V thing.
No.
damn.
I think it was like
Hustler style.
it was like mostly lingerie, but it was still like I was 15. I should not have been taken.
Oh.
And my mom was on my computer and she found the photos.
Oh
and when
my
she called
God.
me in, I've never felt so much shame in my life. So it's a little of that. And then also another thing that happened was, did you guys ever hear of a website called Is Anyone Up from 2010?
No.
It was one of the first nude websites for revenge porn. It was started by a guy named Hunter Moore. When we were 17, my best friend got her nudes posted to this site, and we didn't know that because this was all so new that we could have just said, she's underage, take that down. But instead, her nudes circulated through our town like very early in the internet
that
age. Everyone was like, calling her names and blah, blah, blah. And so I, as my best friend, I kind of like lived vicariously through her, and I saw everything that she went through. So for me personally, I saw, 12 years ago how it made me feel, 10 years ago how it made a friend of mine feel. And so it kind of fucked it up for me. But with butts,
Yeah.
I
But with
did.
butts.
In 2016, I took this butt picture, and it was a bop. It was a booty bopping photo. It was a great picture.
Go paint the picture.
It was very. I mean, it was.
I mean, I've seen her butt.
It was
Yeah.
just the butt, and it was like black underwear and like a red sheets that were like silky. Great photo. Here's the problem. So with my current boyfriend, this is the only nude-ish that I've taken in the last 5 years. And so the guy that I'm seeing now, when we first started talking, I was like, "Here's a little sexy picture of my butt," and he told me later he was like, when he went to save it, he could see the date.
Oh no.
That's so embarrassing.
He saw the date. So in 2019, I sent him a butt picture from 2016. And I thought I was
Damn.
going to get away with it.
No, did he get pissed?
Dude, he didn't say anything. He didn't even tell me until a year later that he knew, because he was like, so that night I went to jack off and I opened the picture and I saw 2016 and he was like, I'm just gonna go find with it. So I haven't had any good experiences with sending nudes.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh, Bose.
We are going to
Fix this.
like that. Maybe we should stitch it up a bit.
Stitch it
All right. So speaking of that, we are very thankful for our sponsor today, Stitch Fix, which is an online personal styling service. I actually have used this service for a few years, and I really like that you fill out a survey in the beginning, and you kind of like they ask you about your style preferences and what your what kind of looks that you like. They kind of show you pictures of what are you more drawn to, and you click on
how
that.
easy.
Yeah, exactly. And then at the end of it, they assess all of your answers, and they basically make a catered style thing for
Like
you.
they curate it for you.
Yeah, exactly. And so then you get assigned to a stylist, and the stylist speaks directly to you. They message you, and they kind of ask you if like you're looking for skirts right now, or maybe you want seasonal stuff, or maybe you have an event coming up, like a wedding or a birthday or whatever, and you get to tell them like all the stuff you want, and or you're like, surprise me, and then they send you a box, and it's full on all the clothes that you would ever want, but maybe you didn't think to pick out.
Yeah, like accessories and like shoes and all that stuff.
all of that stuff.
Ooh.
And I think it's really cool because a lot of times you want to look more stylish, you want an updated wardrobe, but you don't know where to start. You go to the mall and you're just like overwhelmed
Exactly.
by clothes, and so having basically a personal stylist for not the cost of a personal stylist
Yeah.
is really cool. And you can pick like how often you want your boxes to come, and if you need to skip a month or whatever, you can do that. Like maybe you're like, I'm good on clothes this month, but it's really cool. And then basically you try on everything that they send you, and then you keep what you like, you send the rest back, and you only pay for what you keep.
How
And they-
easy.
Yeah.
Do you
and they-
guys know that 70% of women are not dressing the best that they could? Like, clothes that match their body and their style.
that's sad.
I just made that statistic up, but it's probably true.
I believed it.
And if it
Sounds
did,
like I'm
I
one
would
of them.
fall into that category. And that's why before I even used my Stitch Fix subscription, I was ready for it to come. I was binge watching YouTube videos of other girls like getting their clothes, trying them on, like deciding what they were going to stick with. It's addictive. Like watch some YouTube videos before you sign
Yeah.
up to. You're going to be so stoked waiting for your box.
Totally. And there's actually no subscription required. So you can pick between automatic shipments, or you can only get new pieces on demand. Shipping, exchanges, and returns are always free. And it's actually really cool because they give you the label and you just drop it off at UPS,
yeah.
or you can ask to have them pick it up
Schedule
for you.
pickup. I do that all the time.
Yeah, it's so convenient. Plus, then you get the styling. So the styling fee, there's a $20 styling fee, but it gets deducted from whatever you bought. So it's not an extra cost. Get started today at stitchfix.com/BTCH and get an extra 25% off when you keep everything in your box. That's stitchfix.com/BTCH. Stitchfix.com/BTCH. Bitch.
Yeah. All right. So it looks like we fixed
Stitch
that.
bitch.
Nice.
That's cute.
Be a stitch bitch.
Be a stitch bitch.
So for you guys that say, how do you guys finesse your way out of sending those nudes?
It's been a journey. Somebody else start.
Okay, so I'll tell you because Steve requests them all the time, and
Now how cute.
and he says he's gonna buy a Polaroid camera because the compromise that we made. He's like, "Would you let me keep a Polaroid photo of you nude?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, that can't get hacked into." So he can keep that, but
Steve's gonna lose it.
that's true.
What if he takes a picture of the photo?
Oh, I just fucked it up for Steve.
He'll lose
Sorry.
it in our house. He never
okay.
leaves our house.
Okay, good.
That's the thing about having a very predictable man. He's
Oh,
always
awesome.
in the office, so it's probably somewhere in his office.
Okay, good.
Anyway,
We won't set foot in his office.
before we got to this compromise, the most sexy compromise that I had, and this was in the very beginning of our relationship. It was our 6-month anniversary. I did this little thing because he was actually on a road trip with his family, and so he was going to be gone for 2 weeks, including our 6-month anniversary.
Oh,
very
wow.
important 6-month anniversary.
It is.
So I had made little envelopes for him to open along the way on his road trip. So
How
I'm like,
cute.
when you're hungry, open this one, and it would be like a Panda Express gift card or like a Taco Bell gift card because he couldn't decide if I was Asian or Mexican. He thought I was Mexican. Yeah, so like for whatever you think I am at the time, and then like it was really personal like that. And then at the end, he's a huge Colts fan, and I took one of his jerseys, like his Colts jerseys, and it was just that and underwear. And the player, which I forget what player it was, Marvin something. I'm sorry, I forget the player's name, but it was Marvin something. And one of the cards said, "Open this when you're feeling feisty," or whatever. And then it told him to like text me basically like, "Hey, this is Marvin so-and-so. Text me, I got a message for you." And then he would text me and I'm like, "Oh, hey, what's up? I got your girl Nikki here and she's wearing my jersey. Better come get her." And it's just like me like on a bunch of really sexy pictures with his jersey. And I put that shit on self-timer and I had to take a lot of pictures. But it was like my butt and then like with the jersey and then it's like in my mouth and stuff. Not nude, but very sexy. And he did tell me he had quite a jacking off session and it was very hard to do with all his family there.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So that's a compromise.
It's
That's
so
very
romantic.
Yeah, I like
that.
romantic things, sentimental things.
That's cute. I'm raunchy, bro.
I'm raunchy in
Gio,
that.
what's your okay? What's your battle plan if your nudes got leaked?
I would probably do the Bella Thorne thing where I'm like, cool.
There are you just be
Yeah, like I mean, I would accept it because I'm just like, well, I kind of put it out there, and now that it happens, I'm like, damn it, that sucks that it happened. I'm not gonna be mortified. I'm just gonna be like, enjoy. You know what I mean?
It sucks that like it's a human body. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's your body. Why is that shameful? To
Yeah.
me, even though I particularly don't want it out there unless I chose to be in a role. And that's really what it was, is like, oh, I want it, if I do show nudity to the public, I want it to be in an acting role or something like that. But like, I don't think it should be shameful for people that want to do that. And for people that want to keep it private, I don't think that they should be shamed if that gets hacked into and leaked.
Yeah.
It's 100% the people, the fucking assholes that hacked
Yeah.
the phone.
Yeah.
And I think you should
That's
be
why a
free
lot of
to
people
do
were
that.
upset with Whoopi because of that fact. How she was kind of like blaming it on Bella Thorne.
Yeah.
Instead of like going in on the guy who ended up leaking or like threatening her, blackmailing her to leak it. But for me,
Right.
the whole shame thing, because I am like really protective of my body, and it's because I've had experiences in the past, especially in, Mexican culture. Guys tend to be like real, what's the proper word? I don't know, but you know what I'm trying to say. But they're
more like-
aggressively
yeah.
flirty.
Yeah.
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 So like at least where I grew up and the people I was around, they were just very like, they would kind of pretty much undress me with their eyes. And when I was a little girl too. So from a very young age, I've always felt like this is, like it's without my permission, it has been exposed pretty much.
Violated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Violated.
Yeah.
So because of that reason, I was always very protective of like, I don't want, like, even if I had a nude and if it got leaked, that would fucking kill me. Like, I could not be strong enough like you, Gio, to be like, fuck it, enjoy. That's really admirable because that's totally something I could not go through.
It feels like a violation to some people. I think, and
It is a violation.
I think it's really cool too that we're having this conversation because then you have some people that are like, oh, you shouldn't take nudes, and then some that say, yeah, it's cool, but I think it has to do with experiences, you know, like, Tiffany said she's gone through some bad stuff. Like I've gone through some that made me feel really deep feelings early on, and it's just kind of stuck with me. And I think it has a lot to do with experiences rather than just like strong opinions.
Yeah.
Totally. But it sounds like when that thing happened to your friend when the revenge porn got uploaded, it wasn't like, oh, fuck that guy. It was like, oh, I would feel shame if that happened to me.
Yeah, well, it was a lot of people there was a lot of people on that website that were getting leaked. It was one of the original ones, and there was a whole lot of legal stuff with getting it taken down. A lot of states had to enact like a revenge porn law that didn't exist, and it was because of this website called Is Anyone Up? And I mean, it was just a very painful experience for a 17-year-old girl to go through.
I bet, yeah.
Totally.
In high school, a bad sex rumor can ruin you in high school. I had that happen to me, and it wasn't even fucking true.
Yeah.
But, to actually have those photos of you leaked is incredibly painful. I was actually just watching a documentary like yesterday about a girl named like Ratea that got her nudes leaked and she ended up killing herself at like 17.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people cannot handle it emotionally.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure exactly where that comes from, but
I think it's for sure. I mean, at least for me, it's definitely because of past experiences where I feel like I had no control over what someone was saying or thinking or trying to do to my body.
Yeah.
That's definitely where that comes from, because then like you end up having like you train yourself, or like your way to protect yourself is like sort of associating it with shame in some sort.
Well, it is. And also, excuse me. Also think about it. We're all social creatures. Biologically, we like to be like in our groups, you know? And now imagine this thing gets leaked and the rest of the group doesn't approve, and now they're judging you and they are trying to exclude you from this group. And now you just feel like, holy shit, like nobody wants me. I'm like a bad seed. And now couple that, or like on top of that, you don't know who you are. You don't have like your self-confidence.
You're talking
yet, or
about when
like,
you're 17 and this happens to you?
17
Yeah.
or just anyone that just doesn't have that confidence, where they're just like, hey, I'm my own person. I'm valuable. Like maybe you're not my group, because everyone wants to belong to something.
I just think like the laws or like the consequences should be much harsher on the hackers and the people that expose this and violate this than it should be on shaming the girl, because I think if the laws were harsher, then people would be not as motivated to do it, because if you get caught, then it's like really sucks. Like you go to prison for 10 years or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, because it's such a violation. I mean, that is the same feeling as like, on a lesser scale of like rape, because it's something that's getting taken away from you.
Right.
Not to like devalue rape, because that's much higher on the scale, but in the same way of being violated.
Yeah.
That I think it's not taken as seriously in a court of law. So there's nothing that can be done about it.
It's not,
currently.
but I think now, because currently there isn't anything happening, I think that before you send anything online, whether it's not a nude, it could be like your credit card information or you're signing up to this new thing. It's like, just be very vigilant. And just be careful, because these things can happen. So I think before clicking send or enter or whatever, you just have to tell yourself, like, am I going to be okay with this? Because that's something that I think annoys me about my mom, because this bitch still writes checks. I love my mom to death. I just call her this. But yeah, she'll still write checks, and she has to personally like go to the mailbox to like send in her mail, because she thinks someone's going to like break into the mailbox in front of her house. That like she's taking all these things into account, and she's taking extra steps, but she's just like, I don't want anything to happen.
Yeah.
So I think keeping that in our mind.
The level of which you're not willing to sacrifice.
So
safety.
I'm not at all victim blaming in any sort of way, but it's like you should definitely be thinking about, like, if I send enter at this moment, these are the things that I'm also going to attract. This might also happen.
See, okay, let me propose a devil's advocate scenario. Is like, should you have to consider the fact that you might get murdered if you walk down the street? Because that's kind of like the same.
But I think we all do as animals, though. Like, it's like we should always be aware of our surroundings, right? Because like, I'm not saying like you need to prep for it and always be afraid and fearful of your life.
Yeah.
But, like, if there's like if there's a fork in the road and this one's like dark as fuck and this one's lit as fuck, Like
Lit as fuck. It's lit.
it's hella lit.
I'm going that
Like,
way.
I think we would all probably be like, that one looks kind of scary. Let me try this one.
No, definitely.
Well,
I'm
I
just
think
talking
it's
about
like what Gio's saying too is like, yeah, that one looks kind of scary, but Gio's saying, well, I know I can handle that, so I'm okay to go.
No, I'm talking about
Yeah.
like my job interviews on the scary road. I gotta go that way or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm with the credit card scenario. You can in the back of your head go, okay, if my credit card gets stolen or the number gets stolen, I can cancel that credit card. I can order a new one.
Yeah.
If your nudes get hacked into and leaked out
Oh,
to the
right. There's
public,
no, like,
you
way
can't.
that-
Yeah. And
yeah.
so that to me, that's more of a violation than like a credit card thing or whatever. Yet it should have been something that was private.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's way more consequences to people that hack your credit or that do commit fraud than there are people that hack into people's cell phones to get nudes.
Yeah, and I guess going back to your thing of like my job's down that way and I have to go that
Yeah.
way, like, but you're mentally gonna prepare now, right? 'Cause
Totally.
you're like, just in case I do have pepper spray, like you're already going through the checklist in your mind.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
it's
you know what I mean?
totally. That's the best way you can learn from experiences. Because, like, for example, when I was younger, I discovered that I was being filmed when I was getting in the shower.
Oh my God.
And it was obviously without my consent. And just finding this out ever since then, everywhere I go, every Airbnb I go to.
Oh, that was an edit Airbnb?
No,
Oh.
sorry, I'm getting emotional.
Oh, it's okay.
No,
Cry
I'm gonna cry
glasses.
too.
Cry
We need 2 pairs of cry glasses. Get all the cry glasses.
No, it's just I've never talked about this publicly, but yeah, I just try to be really, really careful.
Yeah, that
that's
sucks.
Totally something that's always just forever in my mind. And yeah, like what you were saying, like Gio, how you just have to be careful because you want to avoid whatever has happened or what could happen. So
Yeah.
it's definitely there's a responsibility on yourself where you have to make sure that you protect yourself as much as you can, even though you can't always.
Yeah, yeah, and it sucks. Kind of like what you were saying. Like you shouldn't have to even worry about.
Yeah.
that. Like that should never be a thing that you're going back on right now and going like, fuck. Like now I have to check every single Airbnb or I have to be like, is there somebody filming? Like that's fucked up.
That's why I
Yeah.
always feel bad for the victim or bad for the girl. Like I don't ever think like, well, she should have protected herself more because
Yeah.
you shouldn't have to worry about that. Even
Yeah.
though I personally won't do it, just like when I was in high school, I was on birth control, plus I had condoms, plus I would use spermicide because I definitely didn't want to get pregnant.
Yeah.
But like that was because I was scared. But there's people out there that like they had sex and they got pregnant and I don't blame them.
Right.
They just didn't know,
Right.
like, and it sucks. And I feel like it shouldn't, I mean, pregnancy is different because that's not someone personally attacking you and like doing it.
Yeah.
But like the same thing where like, I just feel like you should be able to take your top off at the beach without someone coming up and grabbing your titties
Yeah,
or like harassing
absolutely.
you. But unfortunately that doesn't happen or always happen. You
Yeah.
could go to the beach and take it off and nothing happens, but you could get harassed.
Yeah.
And that really sucks. And that's why I'm like kind of like on the fence with both of the things because even though I personally wouldn't do it, I wish
You
that-
have the you
I wish
wanna
that
have the
girls
choice.
like Gio, who's like, yo, I want you to desire me. I wish that you were able to do that in private without having to worry about it.
Yeah.
And if that ever did happen to you, like someone hacked into your phone, that there would be a lot of consequences for that person.
Yeah, like they get their head chopped off or their
or well,
dick chopped off. What's happening over here?
George-
Both of you guys.
George-
You
Gave
know,
us
Tiff
some-
and I just be crying.
We cry, okay?
We do be crying.
All right, let's have a fun scenario.
When Tiff cries, I cry.
Okay, let's have a fun scenario. Let's have a fun scenario.
His eyelash is glued on real thin, Tiff. I can't handle that.
I didn't expect that to come out either.
what's a fun scenario?
Okay, so let's say someone does get caught. What's the shit that we do to them?
Wait,
I think they should
get
go
caught?
to prison. Dude, the thing that's stopping murder is that there's laws against murder. There's a Louis C.K. bit about that, but like, otherwise everyone would be murdering.
Very true.
And it's kind of ironic that Louis C.K.
Yeah.
You know what though?
We're talking about this.
I think what's really interesting is like, there's two sides of it. It's like how the law like takes care of things, but also how we as a society treat people that, that send photos of themselves to someone they love or someone they trust.
Yeah.
And I think what Tiff and I touched on both times is what we were so afraid of was the shame and the reaction from others.
Yeah.
Like, because this is a thing that you should not do, but it was out of my control and it was out there. But it's us as a society that condemns it as something that you should not do.
But Bose, you said you had rules for nudes earlier before we started the
Oh,
topic.
yeah,
you
I
said
do.
like, yo, I think there should be rules to
There-
nudes.
okay.
Can we talk about that?
Yes, no, absolutely. All right, and you touched on this a minute ago. I got 2 rules. I'm gonna fire off first. One, if maybe instead of sending nudes, hop on FaceTime. It's a little more personal. It's like straight to the point. If they're screen recording it or taking a screen cap, like you're gonna know, you know? And then also maybe their hands won't be on their phone. Who knows? Like maybe we go that route. But number 2, if we're gonna send photos, maybe you don't put your face on it or any noticeable tattoos. You know, like you
Kind of hard to cover. She's all putting makeup on for 3 hours.
Gio's got on Facetune. She Facetunes the tattoo out.
There's like one corner of a nipple.
Even my nipple, dude. I have a fucking mole.
Or Gio's got like a towel on her arm.
I have very distinct markings on my body.
You do. Like, we're going to know it's you. But if you don't, I mean, maybe don't be so quick to put your face in it, you know? Like, it can still be sexy. It still will
That
excite
works
the other
for people
person.
like you, but for people like me, I will never send it to someone that I don't trust. And even then, right? Like,
I don't send anybody.
absolutely. But I'm just saying because I'm not going those extra steps to cover anything up or not show
yeah.
it or only do FaceTime. Like for
Yeah.
me, I'm like, if I'm feeling it, I'm sending it. You know what I mean? Like if
Man.
that's just
And
how
it
I
kinda
roll.
defeats
But
the purpose of like for Gio, she wants to be desired.
Yeah.
So it's like she wants her
Yeah.
face and everything to be
so, but I
in
still
the
have
nude.
rules. I'm not just going like I'm not doing the TIFF distribution. Like,
Wait,
out
what are your
flyers.
rules?
so my rule is I would
the
have.
camera.
So even
Only
me,
the hottest photos. Is that your rule?
No.
Only the
No. So I don't know if you guys remember, but from a previous podcast, I talked about like me even dating someone, it took 3 months, right? Because I just already have a bunch of trust issues where I'm like, I don't trust this person to even just waste my time on them to go on a date. So I just don't casually date. And then once I'm like, okay, let's go on a date, it's after 3 months. And then, okay, if we're going to get together, it's always been like almost 3-year relationships. So yeah.
When do you send nudes?
Yeah, I was about to ask that too. When do you decide, like, how much time do you wait?
I think,
When the trust is there.
yeah, absolutely. So
Nah, Nikki, we want a time.
I'll probably send a nude before I have sex with them.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's usually like 3, 4, maybe even 6 months in.
Okay,
See-
that's fair.
We have to take a break, but I have some thoughts on that.
Oh, let's
Okay.
do it. Let's do it.
Let's get some fresh takes in here.
Oh, hello there, Nikki. So I want to say thank you to
Thank you, Wo.
our second sponsor, HelloFresh. And I absolutely love this service. So HelloFresh makes cooking so easy. So you're going to pick the menu of what you want to cook. They pre-measure all the ingredients. The ingredients are all sourced locally. And there's going to be no food that's wasted because everything's all measured out for you. It's an easy directionless for you to follow because I don't know how to cook that well. Like I don't have the Nikki or Bose touch.
Oh no, it took me years. I definitely had to use this service before I learned how
loved
to
it
cook.
though. Yeah, it's super inspiring because like you get to try different dishes that you're just, at least for me, I'm super scared to even like look at because I'm like, oh, that thing looks complicated. It's gonna have a million ingredients that I don't know anything about. I go to the store and I have to like I can't buy like a small.
And you always forget an ingredient. You have to,
Yeah.
I always have to send Steve back. He gets so pissed at me. I send him back like 3 different times. Like, oops, I forgot another.
Yeah, they send you everything and there's nothing wasted, like I said, and you can decide what month that you want to receive it. There's months that you can skip it if you're gonna go on vacation for that whole month. Just be like, hey, I don't want it. At
And I like that they have different diets. So
True,
if
and
you're
family sizes.
vegetarian, if you're pescatarian, if you're doing paleo, if you're carnivore, you know, whatever
Yeah.
you are, they have different diet choices for you.
Yeah.
and they
It's
have
so
such
delicious,
good
too.
meals.
Have you guys made it?
Yes.
It's so good.
I had the vegetarian one, and there were dishes in there I had never tried before that were so good.
Yeah. And you could do, like I said, the family sizes. So you can have someone as small as just for 2 people, 4 people. And it's super flexible. I absolutely love it. If you're someone that's busy, it gets shipped to your doorstep. And they ship it with ice. So you don't have to worry. Like if you're going to be gone the whole day, it's still going to be fresh when you get home. So for our listeners today, you guys are getting $80 off your first
Wow.
month.
What?
I
That's
know,
a lot.
Bose, break the microphone. $80 off your first
Say
month
what?
with HelloFresh. So go to HelloFresh.com/BTCH80 and enter BTCH80. Again, that's $80 off your first month of HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com. That's BTCH80.
80.
And then enter code BTCH80. Yeah. Yes. All right. What are you going to tell me?
Oh, wait, remind me what you just said.
About my rules, like I don't like date, and then how long it takes me to date,
Yeah.
and how long it's gonna take me to send a nude and have sex. Because I was like 6 months.
Oh, yes. Okay. So I feel like it should be the opposite. Where, because you said you send nudes before you have sex. I feel
Yeah.
like they should send you a nude before you agree to have sex because they're getting to see everything, all the goods.
Yeah.
You know, like even with clothes on, they get to see how big your boobs are.
Yeah.
They get to see like what your
But I wanna
legs are
hear
looking
it.
like, all that stuff.
Yeah.
We don't get to see what's under there until we decide to have consensual
That's a good
sex.
point.
Yo,
And I
okay.
would like to view the merchandise.
But this too, there's a lot of
before
foreplay and
sampling.
like I mean, you could feel if they're hard or not,
That's
and you
true.
could feel size through all that.
So
stuff.
you're gonna feel that they're hard, and you're like, no, not big enough.
I'm not a big fan of size.
I like a
though.
picture first, so I could not reject them in person.
You can tell you could tell people's sex style just by the way they touch you.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I like
so I
the
don't
way
need to
they
feel their
they
dick.
move and stuff. like
Exactly.
that. But I'm just saying, if there was
What?
logically a way, I'm like, well, it should be the guy sending it because we
Yeah.
don't get to see shit.
I don't want it.
Not that I want it though either.
Oh.
But I'm just trying to be fair.
I feel like there are some scenarios. What scenarios do you guys actually want a nude for a guy?
Ooh,
and
Bose,
also,
you do want a nude guy photo.
if
Yeah.
okay, if
Okay.
if you do receive one, what do you want a picture of? I'm a big proponent of the like just like a little below the waist, like enough that you see
The
that
V?
little V. You see that
Oh,
little
so
V?
you don't
You
want
like
the
to be
dick
teased
at all.
I want to see the path to the dick, not the dick itself.
Oh, you little tease. You tease
but-
yourself.
But I mean, no,
That's
for
nice.
me, it's like not like, and especially if they're not wearing a shirt, I'm like, ooh, that's like a little
I
like
like
a happy
that,
trail.
Bose.
That's a good one.
I like that Bose just told everyone that she only dates fit guys because not every guy has that V.
That's true.
No, a
true.
lot of people do, don't they?
A lot of guys don't have that V.
Not anyone I've dated.
I think you only date men with
Georgia's
six-packs.
saying no. Georgia's saying no.
Actually, when Steve and I first started dating, he had just like lost a lot of weight because he was going through a breakup, and he did have the V, I guess. But I personally didn't like it because I thought he was too skinny. Like he was bony, where like I could feel his pelvic bones, and like if you're skinnier than me, it makes me really self-conscious. I don't like that. I don't want you to be skinnier than me.
Yeah.
Please just have some meat on you.
Yeah. So
Sure.
What
No,
kind-
I agree. I mean, that's a good point. I like Nikki's proposition of showing the goods before you even get to try them, because that's true. Like guys get to see us in bikinis and shit, and like,
Yeah.
you don't get
Oh,
to see
that's-
anything of
That's
theirs.
true.
you'd be
It took me
surprised.
5 years to see Steve's butt.
Why did that happen?
I don't know because it came up on
It
JK
did.
News.
We forced you.
Yeah, and I was like, now that I think of it, I've never seen his butt.
But do
And-
you at least touch it? Like before
Yeah,
you touch
yeah,
it?
I've touched it, but he is kind of a never nude. Like,
Wow, that's fun.
You guys have sex with when he's fully clothed.
well, yeah, but it's changed since then because like we just switched it up because
Somebody
I
get
just
the
never like
Patron.
really questioned it. You know how you have your sex style and like you just kind of do the same like moves every time?
Yeah.
Well, I had just gotten used to like that's just how we do it. Like because he strips me down and it's like I like being dominated as I've talked about before.
Yeah.
So he strips me down and then I don't get a say in what he does with his clothes because it's
Nice.
whatever he wants to do.
Okay, that's
I like that.
Yeah.
that sounds fun.
I like that.
And so I never even put together that like, oh yeah, he does never take off his shirt or his boxers, and like I never see him turn around. I never see his butt.
So he has wet boxers.
no, he pulls it out. It's like boxer
Oh,
briefs. They're boxer
okay.
briefs, and yeah, he pulls out the top. It's pretty big. I kind of like it. It keeps,
Snuck that in there.
Oh, he pulls
it keeps the balls all nice and tucked here. But then when he does like pull those out, then it's a different
Why are you
time.
trying to
And
censor yourself?
I'm sorry because it's graphic, and I'm like,
That's
what
the way
if
that
Bose's
you
mom
share.
Bose's mom is listening?
She's
okay?
not your mom. She's
my
your
mother
friend.
is-
You know what? Her favorite
She
is
has
Tiff, and I want Bose's mom to like me. Okay.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god, I'm still mad. She's literally gonna. I'm so upset.
Hi, Bose's mom.
I love you both.
Mom,
Yeah, I
like,
bet
I'm
you
okay.
do.
I do. I love you.
I'm okay.
I have marital sex. Okay, I've never sent a nude, Bose's mom. I barely seen my husband's butt. I'm
She's gonna call me and she's gonna be like, I don't know about that Geo girl.
I'm just trying to be real.
I was raised Catholic. Okay. I'm getting points. I'm getting so many fucking points.
You're too thirsty.
no,
You know better.
That's always been my problem. That's why I've never been my parents' favorite.
Oh my god,
Cry, dude.
dude! Just,
Your turn.
just saying though, my mom is literally our biggest fan. My mom texted me at like 6:30 in the morning the other day. She was like, "You guys got a shout out from Judy's Life on YouTube."
Oh, cute.
Yeah, shout out to Judy's Life.
Shout out.
My
That's
mom
you.
was the one that told me about that.
Yeah.
How funny, dude!
That's so
Yeah,
funny.
I love that.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think these are great solutions for people that don't feel comfortable but want to find that sort of intimacy bridge where like you can still send it but feel comfortable with doing it. But for me, yeah, none of this applies.
Oh, you
None
know
of it
what?
applies.
I really like that point that you make though. Like, what is a way to bridge that intimacy if you can't feel comfortable with nudes? How do you guys feel about sexting?
Oh, I fucking love it. Dude,
don't
I'm
like
a
it.
fucking
Nikki?
dog.
Okay, no sexting for Nikki.
No, why?
I don't know because to me it's just unproductive. I guess if I can't feel you on me, like I'm very like visceral as a person. So if I can't feel you on me, that was
It does nothing for
the
you.
hardest part about being single was like during masturbation. I don't have that weight.
I like
of
how
a guy.
you keep trying to censor
I know.
yourself
I don't know
since
what's
the
wrong
wedding.
with me. When I'm jacking off, there you go. I'm rubbing my clit.
You don't talk like that in our fucking group text.
No, I went the opposite.
Yeah. On both ends.
Okay.
Yeah, you usually say
Let me find a middle ground. Let me find a middle ground.
Masturbation,
Okay.
when you masturbate.
When I masturbate
That's
single,
okay.
I miss the weight of a man on me.
Yeah.
Like I need that weight of just being held down.
That sounds like the start of
Right?
a book. When I masturbate, wait a man on top of me.
Otherwise, it's really hard to stay moist.
You know, I disagree. I really enjoy that. I like that. I miss
that
the moist.
Sorry
but
for
like-
everyone that hates that word. I don't get it. I like moist.
moist cake.
Everything moist is good.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead,
But
Tiff. You like
but
it?
yeah, like I don't know. For me, I'm the type of person that like you have to court me like the entire time. Like
Same.
Yeah, like the entire time. Like
No, she's
I'm
even
trying
saying to get revved
Yeah.
up. So that's why
Oh.
she likes the sexting.
I was talking about
Yeah, yeah.
in marriage, like I still want to
Yes.
be taken on dates. I still
Yeah,
want you
exactly.
to dress up on dates and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
you're
I like to
good.
record it,
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
so you like the sexting.
Yeah, because then like it gets me prepared and turned on, and next time I see him, I'm gonna be all over him because I'm like, damn, you got me there when we were apart.
Yeah. Wow. Different strokes for different folks. Because I like just being taken out of nowhere. Like I'm washing the dishes and he just swoops me up.
Oh,
and
that's
takes
nice,
my clothes
too.
off and just starts going at it.
No
I'm
one
like,
can swoop me up, girl.
no.
I'm fucking big.
I know, but Steve's really big.
Bart could swoop you.
Yeah, Bart could
He
swoop
can't,
you up.
but it's painful, dude. He's too hard. Yeah.
yeah, he's very He's very
Yeah.
muscly.
Yeah. But that's fucking, I like that too. I think I like everything.
Yeah,
I think I like-
yeah, me too. I like just being touched, and I think that's why I don't like sexting because I don't get touched at all. And to me, I'd rather be productive. I'd rather be editing a video. I'd rather be doing pretty much anything else that's productive than like having to text you back what I'm doing to my pussy. You know, it just seems so
Nikki's back.
not for me.
I'm a sexter, but which is funny. But
Why is that
like
funny?
so the funny thing is that like for me, I used to write a lot. So like half
Oh,
the
yours
time,
is a romance novel.
I know it's not a romance
Like
novel.
he walks
It's
to
not
the
like-
front door.
It's not like
And he
you
smells the
walk
sense
in
of
and you-
candles burning.
No, I send off a lot of really good one-liners.
Like what? Give me an example.
I,
Oh, so you're doing stand up. You're doing tweets to him.
I basically I'm doing sex tweets.
Yes,
Li-
tweets.
I just got Invisalign. I have a lisp. I'm very self-conscious about it.
Oh, I didn't even notice
Okay,
that. until you
cool.
said that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But no, I will.
Give us a one-liner.
Yeah, give
Bo.
us a
No,
one-liner.
I
I need to hear
can't.
one.
I absolutely cannot.
Okay, Bose's mom, turn away right now.
I absolutely
You're like
cannot.
AP calculus.
Go.
Hard.
Give me something.
Is it like that?
literally can't. No,
Something.
I cannot. But
You wouldn't have,
the-
not
like
even a
what?
group? Will you give it in a group text?
Maybe in the group text.
Oh,
Text
come
it later.
on.
Maybe
Because
in the
we're gonna
group text.
judge how like good it is right now, and then you're really
Yeah,
you're really
but
insecure
no,
about
I gotta
it.
like go get you guys. I gotta get
Yeah.
you guys like one of the good ones. Look,
Okay.
my thing is that I, as a marketer, I am very in touch with the person I'm communicating to on the other end. I know exactly what they like, and I deliver it to them. So my experiences are custom tailored based on who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I very much know what they like, and I lean in on that.
This is a whole different topic for me, and maybe we'll talk about it in a different issue, but intimacy, I didn't realize that I was blocking my own intimacy by trying to provide what they want rather than what I want throughout until my mid-20s. And then when I flipped that up, we're like, wait, sex is supposed to be for me too. And I started really taking what I wanted out of
Good for
it
you.
too, is when I was able to open up and get intimate with somebody. And that's actually the first time that I climaxed during sex was the intimacy part. I always just wanted to be what they wanted, which was still enjoyable,
Yeah.
I
but
feel
it
like
was
that's very normal.
Very
Yeah.
putting off
Definitely related to
like,
that.
oh, this is what they want. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll make more noises. or
I'm-
whatever.
And
I'm
you
in
watch
the-
porn and you think that that's right.
Yeah, I'm in the same exact boat because I didn't open up intimately until I found somebody that liked the same exact stuff that I did. But I didn't even realize that was the thing until I was doing what he liked, and then I was like, wait, I really like this shit too.
Okay.
I was like,
yeah, same.
Yeah,
like when
that-
you find that match.
Yeah, you find, but I mean, you don't. The thing is that for us, maybe I don't know if you're like me at all. I didn't go seek out what I liked at all. I didn't seek out new experiences. I didn't try new things. I just happened to stumble onto somebody who liked the same stuff as me, and it's like not that wild or anything. It's just very similar, you know.
So, Bose, when you're writing the one-liners,
Yes.
are you more turned on sexually, or are you more satisfied that they liked the line you sent?
question.
Yeah, it's the second one. It's kind of like how Gio likes to be desired. I feel like I'm desired in the sense that I know that they're really enjoying this. You know?
Yeah, like you gave them something that you know that they
Yeah,
like,
they're
and they're
like
praising
about
you for it.
Yeah, they're like, holy shit, I want this woman. And I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, you fucking dude, come and get it.
Wow. Is that your sex voice?
Yeah, I do voice memos all the time, and I'm like, pull that shit out, brother.
I legit want you to start a sex hotline with that voice.
Yes.
Yo, you want me to suck dick?
Dude, do your
Tell me
voice.
about your dick size.
Do your
Which voice?
deep voice.
Oh yeah. Hello, welcome to Nikki's Sex Hotline. Welcome. All of your fantasies will be fulfilled, dude.
Someone out there like that.
That actually reminded me. I like glory hole porn.
You like glory hole porn?
Yeah, glory
Why?
hole porn. I don't know why that reminded me of that.
Well, because Steve, because Steve only fucking sticks it out his pants.
Because that's literally.
That's why. That's why it's a reminder. You're like, oh, Steve.
feels like home. Oh my god,
I do like that.
Wait, was Steve the only guy that's ever done that to you?
What?
Like their clothes on?
have you ever experienced
Yeah, I
the
think
glory
so.
hole?
I think what?
Glory hole?
No, I don't think I would ever do that. Just like
Wait,
like
give me-
gangbang porn, but I don't think I want to get gangbanged.
There's a lot of girls that like
feel
that though. A
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
It's just the idea of not knowing who's fucking you, and like they just get to do whatever they want down there, and like you just don't even know,
You're like,
and like
"Oh,
they're getting
no."
off to it. I don't know. It's kind of like that same thing.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Mysterious.
I think it just all ties into the feeling of being desired, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, no, because like they can't see me. I'm just a hole to them, and like
Oh,
but I like the
nice.
feeling of touch.
I forgot about that. Yeah. She doesn't give a fuck. She just wants to get hers.
I'm real nasty like that, like with the gangbang thing. Like they don't have any connection to me emotionally. They're just a bunch of dudes getting their rocks up.
Their rocks up?
Yeah. But I don't want that to happen to me in real life. It's just like pure fantasy.
Yeah,
like,
Steve will kill him.
watching someone else go through that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm really excited. We need like a Patreon short of like y'all's boyfriend, you and Jess, when y'all are saying that nasty shit. I want to see Steve reacting to that. I want to see Joe reacting to Jess's shit. Like I absolutely want to see that.
He likes that
I can already see
stuff.
Steve.
Really?
He does his mouth thing though. You have to watch on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, like
I want to see that. I want to see what happens.
yep.
So do you guys ever think that your perspective on nudes will ever change? Like say it all gets normalized and now there's like laws and
Yeah,
everything.
if they free the nipple on Instagram, or it becomes more normal to society to see boobs and stuff,
Yeah.
then yeah, totally. Because then it's not such a big deal. I think the reason it's such a big deal is because it's been so
Taboo.
sexualized and taboo. Exactly.
And then
Yeah.
there's shame around it too. No, I totally feel like I would be completely fine too. And the reason why I know that is because when we go to the all women spa, and we're all naked there. Like the first time we went, Gio, remember how I was just like, oh my God, this is fucking, like I can't even.
Yeah.
Remember.
Yeah.
I always felt like you were free.
Nah, girl. The first time I was like covering myself with the towel. Like it was
okay.
complete shame. And I was just so uncomfortable. But then I learned to become comfortable because of everyone. I am definitely a follower. I'll follow whatever's the norm. Like I won't be a trendsetter. So if it's like that, where the free the nipple and we get to go to the beach and we could be topless or nude or whatever, then if everyone else is doing it, I'll do it.
I like that tip that you're just so open. Like, yo, I'll do it. If everyone else is doing it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
That's like,
Yeah, I think like because
how can
I
you
was
keep holding it like a fucking diva fucking singer, like Mariah Carey and shit? Like,
because we keep talking about penises,
And so it's like you're
okay. I'm like,
You're
there's
missing
no reason
one.
I don't know. I
adjust it
do.
so
I do
much.
this a lot. Yeah. I'm like Tiff.
Anyway,
But yeah, no. I'm like I remember when we went to the spa. Like I would have had no inclination that you were nervous to go. The first time I saw Tiff, she walked out. She was like, "Hey, Bo," titty flat. She almost hit her in the face. Like she just jumped. Hey, Bo, and so excited. And I was like, I was really nervous to go too. Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was. I kind of can just adapt to whatever anyone else is feeling. Like, so if I'm nervous, but the group is like really casual about it, I just like take on that feeling
Yeah,
of
same.
being like, oh, it's really casual then. Similar to like the
Yeah.
following thing, but it's not just like logic. It's not logically like if everyone's doing it, I can do it. It's more just a feeling, like a vibe where I'm like, oh, like the vibe is everyone's cool with it.
Yeah.
So like, I guess I'm cool with it.
same.
I think the cool thing about that is that the going with the flow vibe, it makes you suppress your own like kind of irrational beliefs about like what's okay and what's not.
Yeah.
and I think it's fair to be honest. So many of us have irrational beliefs on different things, you know, and then sometimes you just need a little push to like do the opposite of what you think is right and to be like, oh, that was actually not bad at all.
Yeah, I
Like,
tried anal once.
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Really? You
Yeah.
gave it a little push. And
Yeah, it was like, oh, well, you know, everyone's
the
saying maybe it's good. And then
Maybe
and
not a
then-
push, maybe a relax. Give a little relax.
I actually thought that you could keep your virginity if you did it in the butt.
I think a lot of people.
Yeah, and it was not fun. So, never again.
We kind of grazed on this, and I do want to. If we have to close it off on this, I do want to close it off on this. But what do you? So for me, someone like me with my character, it's hard for a guy to push me into doing something I don't want to do.
Of course.
But how would you guys, if you guys are so strong about no, I don't want to, and it's like, man, but if you like me, why don't you just send it? Like you,
no,
push me.
no.
Yeah.
No, I'm
What do
not
you
like
do?
that.
How do you
No.
do it?
Because it's all about like my internal feeling. And if you're like pressuring me like that, that means like you don't respect
Exactly.
my own boundaries that I already
Yeah.
set. And I'm about setting boundaries and about being like, I need to feel 100% comfortable, and sex and all sexual aspects of it. It should be mutually comfortable.
Tight.
It should never be like someone pressuring you to do something or like, and then that's how you have regret and shame and all that
Exactly
because
true.
you did something that you knew in your heart you didn't want to
Yeah.
do or you weren't comfortable doing, and then you did it anyway, and then now you feel guilty about it. I have to be 100% like, okay, I'm ready. It's my decision.
You know,
I
for me,
love it.
For me, it's so I try to set boundaries. I try to be like, no, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, and you're not going to get a nude from me because I'm not comfortable with that, right? I try to do that, but then I also have this other side of me where I try to be open-minded and say like, well, you know, I haven't tried this before. Then
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna
cool.
see- I'm gonna see if I like that or not.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So then I'll end up doing that. But then because even though initially I felt like, no, I'm not comfortable with this, but then I ended up ignoring my own boundary and then like trying something else out, then I end up regretting that thing. So I'm like, fuck.
But that's cool, right? Like you can go, fuck, damn, that sucks. But you're like, now for sure I know. Like it's stamped on there. Now you can't do that shit again.
Yeah.
That's tight.
I think I'm open-minded, but I need time to soak on it, you know, like to sit on it and be like, what would that feel like? Would I be comfortable? What would I feel like afterwards? And like run through it in my head before being able to come to a decision, not like being pressured on the spot, like now or never, let's do it. What, you don't love me? Like
Yeah.
you're not going to do it? I
Yeah,
don't like that
that's
shit.
tight.
It's like
love
being
it.
bullied.
This
Strong
is
ass
like-
bitches.
This is like a thought that I just had, and I'm still like processing it. But
It's
I'm just
definitely
gonna, like,
not about
verbalize
dicks
it
because you're not holding it anymore.
definitely about dicks. I think that, you know, what Tiff just said, it was about pushing past a boundary. I think that open-mindedness is about like there are boundaries that we've created on our own based on our own experiences, boundaries that we've built to protect ourselves. But then there are also boundaries that society places on us, and then boundaries that our environment or external forces place on us. I think open-mindedness is about leave your boundaries that you've created through your experiences, leave those there because you have those for a reason, they reflect you. But if it's a boundary that you feel like you did not create or set up, then maybe it's time to just like give it a
Test it.
shot, test it out, and
It
push
makes
back.
no sense against your own moral code. You're like, wait, but this is fine.
Yeah, yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's like how like when marijuana was illegal, and same thing where I don't smoke pot, but I always thought it should be legal because like it doesn't hurt anybody. It's like alcohol has way more consequences.
Yeah.
Like to me, it should be legal, even though society says no. This is a drug. In Dare, they're like you're gonna get addicted to pot and all
This
this.
is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
Yeah,
The egg.
and it's like, okay, personally, I can't smoke weed because it makes me super paranoid. I tried it once. I was like, nope, can't do it. But that shouldn't be enforced upon everybody. Like for a lot of people, it helps them. It helps them medically. It helps them like calm down. It does the same thing for them that a glass of wine does for me. And then people are allergic to alcohol, and it's not fair that they can't imbibe on anything.
Yeah.
But then, so that's like my boundaries versus society's boundaries. It's like there's a law against this, but I don't understand it. And no, it's not there. But I was totally okay with people like smoking pot around me when it was illegal, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the same thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like your rules versus society's rules.
Yeah, I think that's dope. Thank you guys, because like everyone was like, "No, I'm never gonna send it." I'm like, "Fuck, I send them all the time," but no one made me feel like shit.
I think it doesn't do anything for me. That was really it. Because for you,
Oh.
it's like, oh, you want
Oh, it's
the
huge.
person to be
Oh,
desired.
it's huge.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't do
huge.
anything for me. It does something for me, but it's on the negative side.
Yeah.
So like
it's not worth it for you.
Yeah.
It's definitely not worth it. Well, damn, this was a good ass discussion.
Yeah,
Thanks, you guys.
I love it.
For being so
I love that we
open-minded.
had different opinions on everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need more girls to talk about nudes. Like I feel like nudes is
More
such a-
nude girls.
More
nude girls.
More. Oh, we're done. Okay. All right. So that concludes our Hey Bitch podcast. I do want to say a special thank you to our sponsors, Stitch Fix. So make sure to get started today with stitchfix.com/BTCH and get an extra 25% off when you keep everything in your box. That's stitchfix.com/BTCH. Okay. Stitchfix.com/BTCH. And HelloFresh. So remember, you get $40 off your first month of HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com/BTCH80 and enter code BTCH80. Again, for $80 off your first month of HelloFresh, go to HelloFresh.com/BTCH80. Enter BTCH80. Thank you, everybody. Bye, bitches.
Bye, bitch.
Oh, there's more bitches.
Oh, wow. More bitches just came in.
Yeah, more bitches just came.
Next episode.
Next episode.